Shall we begin?
Welcome to the Happy MonsterCast. I'm your host, Scott Marchand Davis of Happy Monster Press.
Let's begin now.
This week on the Happy MonsterCast, the investigators have a fight on their hands with mad science, mafia, goons, and a vampire all in play. This podcast contains adult language and adult situations. Previously on the Happy MonsterCast, hard-boiled detectives Philip Marlowe and Victor Shaw run a two-bit detective agency on Chicago's west side, trying to stay one step ahead of the Moran and Capone gangs, with help from urban adventurer and vigilante Jack Mallard, grifter Eli Harrington, and patent scientist Dr. Humboldt Harrison. An investigation into grave robbing has led the investigators to a secret lab on the south side of Chicago, and now they are in the fight of their lives. So we'll go ahead and get started then.
Okay.
Let us recap. You are chasing down rumors of some kind of a Southside gang operation involving possibly occult activities or even some kind of ghost rock fund fueled science. This might be where they're brewing that enhanced red rum that you've heard about. And so you've tracked this down to an abandoned Southside brewery. And it seems that the Southside gang has enlisted the aid of a vampire in the course of their operations here. Yeah, you have gotten into a bit of a brouhaha with quite a few mafia types, some sort of a mad scientist, and a vampire. And you know that staking through the heart is pretty much going to be your only option for taking out a vampire, since none of you happen to bring holy water.
Right.
Okay, so Humboldt, you are on the roof at the moment.
Okay.
And the folks not on the roof are now aware that you're up there.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to do a burst here onto this mafia soldier.
Okay. Okay, your arcane, you are out of Ghost Rock for that device.
Shit. All right. Wow. You were looking at an unhappy man on the roof. Okay.
It is a tough time. All right, so the vampire, you did manage to shake. So let's see if he can now unshake. Yes, he can.
Oh, crap.
And so he is going to... what the heck? He's going to try to grapple you so he can bite you.
Who's he targeting?
He is targeting Jack, who happens to be right in front of him.
Oh.
All right, so I will need an athletics roll from Jack. You need to beat a 7.
Come on, man. Go up. Bear with me for a second here.
There it is. You seem to be at a slight disadvantage with respect to this vampire. Would you care to Benny that?
We'll give it 1. What do I got for me? Oh, I've got a button for that.
You do. And that's a 4. So with his 7, that means that you are now entangled by the vampire.
Good news, guys. I've got the vampire distracted. Help.
All right. So, Jack, conveniently is now your turn. You're entangled. So you can still take actions, although you will be at disadvantage doing so, or you can use an opposed strength check to try to break loose.
Let's try the opposed strength check.
See if you can outmuscle a vampire.
I'll do that, or I got to drop the guns and go for a knife, and I don't have anything that. I've got no vampire bane.
I'm guessing you're probably not happy with that, but you want to Benny it.
Yeah, let's Benny that. Brought the crap dice tonight. I really did.
Wow.
I think I'm going to take my bite and just sit down.
Wow.
Well, he hasn't technically bitten you yet.
That comes next turn.
Okay.
Somebody's going to be turned.
Next up are the Mafia soldiers. So this first guy needs to try to unshake, which he fails to do. So he goes running back inside the building. And then 3 more guys come around the corner. So these 3 are not yet aware that there's somebody on the roof. So they actually don't see anyone, but they certainly hear the sounds of a struggle. So they're kind of moving up this way cautiously. And then this guy, who is aware there are people on the roof, is going to fire his .38 at the good doctor here.
Are there any? Is he the one on the roof?
Yes, he is.
I'm on the roof.
Any bonuses for high cover?
Yes, didn't help. Not enough of a bonus to account to deal with that roll. All right, so that is going to shake you and do 1 wound.
Damn it. All right. Well. I'll assign those. Okay. Shaken with 1 wound. Got it.
All right, so would you like to soak it?
I absolutely would like to soak that, yes. It says you do not have permission to execute macro soak damage.
Yeah, I'll have to. I think there's been some changes to the macros, so just do it the old-fashioned way. Spend a Benny and throw me a vigor roll, please.
All right. Oh.
Well, no, you're not shaken or wounded.
Cool. Nice.
Okay. Next up is Eli. You are also on the roof.
All right. I think I'm going to pop confusion on the vampire just to fuck around. Or actually, no, I'll bust a cap on some of those 3 Mafia guys. Bust a cap.
Hello?
Hey, she's in.
Hey, Jung Soo.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Okay, just to catch you up,
Mm-hmm.
you really needed to be here saying, are you guys sure you want to do this stupid thing last week? Because stupidity has ensued.
What are you guys doing now?
So they went off
Stupidity
without
reigns
you.
supreme.
They went off without you. to check out this abandoned brewery where there were some shenanigans going on based on some grave robbing and necromancy kind of action. And they found what
Stuff.
they found what appears to be a red rum factory run by a mad scientist who has recruited a vampire to his aid. So they're now fighting with a ton of Southside Gang Mafia, a mad scientist, and a vampire.
Ah!
Just your normal Tuesday night in Chicago.
Yeah, you know.
So it's a Tuesday, yeah. So you are going to be arriving shortly because they left a note on where they were going. And you'll have to assess the situation and decide what you're going to do about this. They were smart enough to disable the electric fence. They are now, however, trapped on the inside of the fence.
Trap
You
is such a
guys.
strong word.
Thunder
You guys,
factory.
really?
Okay,
We're
so
secure.
that's going to hit with a raise.
It's not
sweet.
electrified at the moment, so that's
It's not electrified at the moment. Okay, so you drop that guy. Boom,
Bang.
headshot. And he is done.
Good shoot.
Okay, next up is Philip Marlowe. You are hiding in the alley. You do have, you can peek through the window and see one of the Mafia thugs, one of the Mafia soldiers, and the crazy mad scientist guy. And you also have a clear line of sight to a vampire.
yeah, but he's entangled, so if I try shooting at the vampire, I might hit.
There is a possibility you could hit Jack, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the thug that's shaking then.
All right.
Alright, hold on. I just select the police revolver, right?
Yeah.
Roll.
Brightly lit in there. That's going to hit. Give me a damage roll.
I like the sound effects, I must say.
Agreed. Hardcore
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, so he is also down. Since he's the
Nice.
official one, I'm just going to change his color here.
Nice.
So he clutches his chest and falls to the floor of the brewery. Okay, next up is the mad scientist. He knows you're out there. But he's also... No, he's vengeful. So he is going to try to stun you. So he pulls out some kind of a gadget from his belt and waves it in your general direction.
Do I have any
And-
cover?
Not enough.
Dang it.
The stun doesn't really apply. So there's a blinding flash and light. And you are potentially stunned. However, you do get a chance to resist. You need to make a vigor roll to see if you can avoid being stunned. Unfortunately, that's one of your strong suits. So you close your eyes just at the right moment.
Very strong.
And you are not in fact stunned by this attack.
Nice.
And so seeing that, he starts to make a run for it. Actually, he'd probably run over here to the door, wouldn't he? Next up are some thugs. So this thug needs to unshake. Which he does not. So he's going to join Prugna in bugging out here. But you see the door open here by the mad scientist. And two more thugs come running out. All right, so at this point, a cab containing Victor rolls up.
Welcome to the party,
Oh, boy.
pal.
I'll be nice and say they drop you by the gate.
The
There's a-
electrified gate.
Yes.
Oh,
Previously,
Well, you don't know that it's electrified or you don't know whether it's electrified or not. You just know that there's a gate here. So this round you'll be able to see what you see, and so give me a notice roll right now to see if you see the two Mafia guys.
Okay. Would I also like hear electricity running through the gate or anything? Is it going to be loud enough?
No, you won't because it's not currently electrified.
Ah, okay.
It is, however, about 8 feet tall and topped with razor wire, so there's that.
So it's looking welcoming.
Typical
Got
south
it.
side of Chicago stuff.
Yeah.
So you do not at the moment notice the two Mafia thugs.
Okay.
But in this round, as we go into round 3 of this rather unequal battle, you will undoubtedly get a hint that there's stuff going on here. Okay, so the first round is the Mafia soldiers. So let's see. Odd is Eli. Even is Humboldt. So 2 of them are going to shoot at Humboldt, and 1 is going to shoot at Eli up on the roof. It's dim. You guys have medium cover. So first one misses completely, firing at Humboldt. Second one also misses completely. Guns blazing here. Pew, pew. And the third one also misses completely. You have pretty good cover, and it's dark, so they're going to have to roll pretty well to hit you. And so this guy kind of moves over here to get a better angle of attack when shooting up on the roof. All right, next up is the vampire, who is going to try to bite you. Let's see. So that's going to be... and he will, I think, manage to bite you at least once here. Yes, he does manage to bite you 2 times. So you've now been bitten by a vampire. Hooray.
Oh, God.
That's a bucket list item.
not
make,
where I created my day being when I woke up.
make an occult roll, please. Wow, that's really bad. So the first bite, he just gets a jacket. Second bite, also surprisingly ineffective. So he's like trying to jaw you through your suit. Your suit is ruined, but so far you're okay.
Yay.
Okay, next up, Victor. You've now heard gunfire, and you clearly see the Mafia guys over here by the fence shooting at somebody on the roof. You don't have really a line of sight to the people on the roof, though.
Okay, so I guess I would assume that they're probably shooting towards my friends because I know that my friends are there. So
Yes, probably a good bet.
get a shot off, I am going to trust that I will want to be killing these guys and try to shoot at them before they notice me. So I'm going to
You
run.
want to try to close the range? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to run over.
Okay, probably not run because that would make it hard. That would reduce your probability
harder
of hit.
to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see what your range is going to be at that point. So you are 7 inches from the closer guy, which...
Okay.
Let's see, whoops, you're not dead.
I mean, my Lamette Trollman should be a reasonable weapon at that range, right?
Yes, you are at short range there. You do have a penalty because it is dim, so go ahead and hit the dim button there. But otherwise, you've got a straight shot. Do you want to fire the shotgun barrel?
Ooh. Sure. let's do that and make sure I hit something, even if it's not particularly. Well, yeah.
All right. Give yourself a +2 on that roll, but also the dim because it is a little dark and hard to see.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
I'm not sure how to add the +2 modifier. Just
Trait roll modifier down at the bottom.
Got it.
That will hit.
Good enough.
All right, so I'm going to roll the damage for you.
Okay.
Because it's not your normal damage. Oh dear. So you level your Lamont, pull the second trigger for the shotgun barrel, and you just annihilate this guy. So he crashes into the fence and collapses to the ground dead.
Okay. Does it make a zapping noise when? Oh, right.
It does not.
Right. Got it.
But that clues you in that it's probably not electrified. Okay,
Got it.
Eli, you're down to 2 Mafia soldiers and a vampire that you can see.
Yep. I'm going to shoot the Mafia guy because he's easy and he's right there.
All right.
Oh, another exploder.
Yeah, that's going to hit with a raise.
Goodness.
Yay, lucky
Wow.
Your gunplay, it is your gun power.
We're
It's
doing
over
well.
9,000.
me. Busting
My
caps.
All right, you drop that guy too. So you see, Victor, the Mafia guy drop from a shot, which looks like it's coming from the roof.
Done.
All right, Jack, you're still entangled, which does not mean that you can't try to stab this vampire.
Actually, I'm wondering if I could I attempt to roll backwards and use momentum to throw him off of me?
Um,
Kind of grab his shoulders and just do a
I
judo throw?
will allow it. That is a push action, which I believe is opposed strength. But I always get this wrong because it changed. Yes, opposed strength. So you make a strength roll, and then he has to try to beat that strength roll. That's a pretty
There you
solid
go.
strength roll.
Nice.
That's a
Wow, we're
5
rolling
for
well
his.
tonight.
Unfortunately, vampires are very strong. And yeah, he just looks at you like, seriously?
Yeah, like really.
Oof.
Goodness. Wow, that's ugly.
Nice
That
try.
was worth a try.
All
I
right.
got you right where I want you.
Okay, this guy is running away. Actually, I'm going to make him run, so because this will be more fun. Okay, so Victor, a door pops open in the building, and a scientist-looking guy comes running out.
Towards whom? Like, does he look like he's running away? Does he try to
he's
get
not
away from
running.
gunfire?
He's not running towards anybody over here. He looks like he's running towards the gate.
Like he's trying to get out?
Yeah.
Ah!
Also, Eli and Humboldt, you saw somebody shot one of the Mafia guys. That wasn't you, but you're not sure who it was.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
But
Okay. Philip.
we really got him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at the other shaken guy, thug that's in there.
All right. That will hit. And he goes down.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Next up is Humboldt. Actually, no, sorry. Next up are the thugs.
The thugs. Are,
Yeah, so the thugs see Philip over there, and they're both going to take a shot at you through the window, but that's pretty good cover. So they're not going to have the easiest time doing that. That's a big nope. And another big nope. So a couple of bullets thud into the wall of the warehouse near the window. And then having seen that you shoot that other guy, this guy goes over and takes cover behind that console, and this guy goes over and takes cover behind this beer barrel. Okay, now it's Humboldt's turn. So you've got a line of sight to a vampire and one mafia guy at the moment.
Is the vampire still tangled up with?
The vampire has grappled Jack, yes.
Well, one thing at a time. I'm gonna shoot this mafia guy. Now, so my burst is out for the duration, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot him with the.
Your burster is busted.
All right. My shooting. Okay. There you go, buddy.
That is going to hit with a raise, even with the dim lighting penalty. So go ahead and give me raise damage.
There's the damage.
No, I want raise damage. There's raise damage.
Sorry.
And he also goes down. So that's it for the mafia soldiers.
Nice.
We've run out. You guys might actually survive this after all.
Action economies.
There's still a vampire to be dealt with. So
there is still a vampire to be dealt with. Okay, so Victor, you have your gun out, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You also have a joker, so you can act whenever you like this round. You want to do something now? You don't really have the only person you can see right now is this guy who seems to be running for the gate.
Right, and he looks like a scientist, right?
Yes, he's wearing a lab coat and has various weird gear and goggles.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him to. Oh gosh, I want to just.
You could wait to see what he does. You could wait to see what he does.
I'll hold action, but I'm going to anticipate that I'm gonna have to shoot the guy, but I would like to shoot his legs or something so that he just stops moving.
So with a joker, basically, in addition to your +2 on everything and the fact that everybody just got a Benny, you also can jump in front of anybody you want.
Ooh, okay.
So that's pretty nice. So you're basically able to at will interrupt.
And I don't see anybody but this guy, and I know that
that's
there's somebody
the only person
on the
you
roof.
have line of sight, and you think there's somebody on the roof who's probably one of your guys.
Yep.
Okay, so the first thing is the thugs. So they're going to pop out of cover and shoot and pop back in. Going for Philip. But again, it's dark out there, and you have really good cover. So that's going to be tough for them to pull off. And they completely fail to hit. At this point, they're mostly doing suppressive fire, if anything. Okay, Philip, you're up. They have cover now, so it's going to be medium cover for either of them.
So there's only 2 guys that are up, and the other 2 are dead?
Yeah, the ones in red are down, at least. They may or may not be dead.
Okay. So they both have good cover?
Yeah, they both have roughly equivalent cover, so it's going to be a -2 medium cover, regardless of which one you're shooting at.
Okay, yeah. So the closest thug to me, I'll go ahead and I'll shoot him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll hit with a raise, even with the cover. Yeah, you guys are on fire with your shooting rolls tonight. That's a dead thug, or at least an incapacitated thug. All right. Next
Did he
up
disappear? Or?
Yeah, I took him off the board.
Okay.
Next up is the scientist. So he runs over to the gate, unlocks it, and runs out onto the street. I'm going to make a notice roll to see if he notices that you're carrying a gun. With the lighting and his bad eyes, he does not notice that you're carrying a gun.
I'm gonna say, "Stop where you are," and I'm gonna shoot out his legs because I'm chicken and I don't trust anybody.
Okay, so legs.
Not.
Oh,
So you're
no,
gonna tell him to stop
call-
and shoot him?
Called shot to the legs, totally fine.
Sounds good.
So legs are a pretty big target, so that's
Yeah.
not too bad a called shot. So that's going to be let's see, legs. Called shots. So it's going to be a -2, which is offset by your Joker. There is a -1 for dim lighting. So you can just hit
So I'll click
the dim
dim.
button and then
Yep.
roll it. You have shot him in the leg. Give me a damage roll.
Okay.
Okay, with a 7, you have grazed him. Do you want, which will shake him, but it
I've
won't
only
put him down.
grazed him?
Yes. Do you want to do you want to Benny your damage?
Yeah.
You just hit the Benny button next to the
I
damage.
did.
Yeah.
And
it's worse.
okay, we'll do one more. Come on.
So that
the-
is still a 7. So he's shaken though. So that's going to slow him down at a minimum.
All right. I'll rest on that and I'll chase him down.
Okay, next up, the vampire is going to go into bite mode again. And surprisingly, he only connects once. He's not doing that well, Mr. Vampire. Okay, Eli.
Can I wall walk down and run up to him and smite him, or is that too much use of powers?
You can, but you'll have to make the power rolls at -2 each. But Wall Walker is still active, so I'm going to say, because you cast it right at the beginning of the battle, and it hasn't been 5 rounds yet. So no, you can wall walk down, run up to him, and smite him. You have to cast smite and then attack those. That would be at -2.
Okay,
So
that's
you could
worth
cast
it.
smite this round and then attack next round, or you could cast smite and attack now. In which case, the smite is at -2 and the attack is at -2.
Yeah, it's worth it. Make it hurt.
All right, so go ahead and give me the smite roll first. Well, that's
There
not a
you go.
problem.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. So that's
ain't
going
nothing but a thing, you know.
That's going to smite with a raise. So that means that the damage
Holy
is now
cow.
+4. Now, when you stab him, do you want to just straight up stab him, or do you want to try to stab him in the heart?
Yeah, stab in the heart, twist, circle, lift. Yeah,
Okay, so that's going to be at -6.
to the neck.
So you can go ahead and do your attack, but it's going to be tough.
Okay, so that's the okay. So I'm going to hit that again.
No, it's going to be now you have to make your fighting attack.
Oh,
So
fighting.
with
Sorry.
your whatever weapon you cast smite on, which
Gotcha.
I'm assuming is, well, you don't actually have a
Fist.
you're gonna or you could try this. You could attempt to you cast smite on your gun and then try to shoot him in the heart.
That's cooler. Okay, yeah, that's cooler. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. That's still going to be at -6, and that will definitely not hit.
No.
Next round, it'll only be at -4, though, and you still have the smite active on your gun.
Ah, sweet. Okay, I can deal with that.
Okay, Humboldt.
Okay, I will close the distance to the vampire, and I will. All right, so I know that this is a vampire, right? I mean, I don't just think some weird guy.
You yelled out that you've. I believe that somebody yelled out that you're fighting bloodsuckers. So I'm pretty
I
sure
have
Jack
made
did
it
that last time.
abundantly clear.
Yes. Plus,
Okay.
he's got fangs and he keeps trying to bite Jack in the neck. So
Okay,
Am I
So
hearing
here-
any of this? Just out of curiosity.
You didn't hear the vampire part. You definitely are hearing the gunfire sounds from the back.
Okay.
Okay. So can I'm going to shoot him, but as I'm lifting the gun, can I say a blessing on the bullet?
You absolutely can. Whether it'll do any good is a whole nother question.
Okay. So as I'm going to shoot at the guy, I say, Mother Mary, pray for us in our hour of need. Blam!
Okay. Whoa, doggies. Okay.
I think 1,000.
Even with a massive penalty for called shot, that hits with a raise. So go ahead and give me raise damage. Okay, so
There you go.
he now has to make a vigor roll.
Come on.
Benny number 1.
Not on that.
Benny number 2. He collapses into a pile of dust.
Yes!
Woo!
Ahoo!
You have
Okay.
exercised the demons.
So, Jack, you're not entangled anymore.
Wow,
What are you
that's great.
doing? I had that.
Your suit is completely trashed. Okay, so at present, you don't see anybody to shoot at, but you know that Philip has been shooting in the window, and you have heard gunfire from the front of the building. So what would you like to do?
Is that the only window? Is there a window around the corner?
There's a big old garage door around the corner.
Is that an open garage door?
Yes.
Well, if I were to,
You were to go around the corner here. Then you would see this
Is
thug.
Eli attached to the wall? If I go kind of under him, can I peek in?
Oh yeah, no, you can see clearly in, and more specifically, you can see this thug here who's training a revolver on the window where Philip's hanging out.
Well, that seems like a fun test of my abilities.
Well, he's not. He has no cover from you.
I'm going to practice a little bust a cap in your ass.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Yeah, that's going to hit with a raise. So give me raise damage on this guy.
Sorry, is that
Well, that's fine. he is down. Which
thanks to your friend who tried to bite me?
I believe makes us out of thug.
Out
And
of
that-
thugs to give us.
Wait, don't we have that scientist dude that's grazed?
Yes, you do.
True.
He's not a thug, however.
That's true.
No.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to shoot at him.
Okay, so Humboldt, let me see here. You've heard gunfire from the front of the building.
Okay.
But you're not quite sure what's going on down there.
So around us, there are piles of dead thugs, dead mafia guys, and a pile of dust.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna come back to the front of the building because I saw that
Okay.
whoever was shooting at the front of the building was shooting to help us. So I'm gonna.
So
take
a
that.
regular move to the front of the building, you can then still not see anything. So do you want to run?
Yeah, I do.
So
Which would take
give me a
me-
D6.
Hang on. Let me get back to the thing here, and there you go. Boom.
All right. Well, yeah, you can definitely run all the way down there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get to here. So you see Victor with his gun aimed at the scientist guy you saw earlier.
Okay.
You can act, but it's going to be at -2 because you ran. You can also yell to your friends about what's going on.
Okay. I will yell back to my friends back behind, and also to the scientist. The scientist is up here. Hold it, buddy. You're totally outnumbered. You got no options. Don't move. And I point the gun.
All right. Would you like to make an intimidation roll?
I absolutely would. Yes.
All right. So he's going to have to resist that with spirit. Which he does. So he doesn't surrender yet.
I hate it when they are unimpressed.
Jack, you also would need to run to get up to the front of the building.
I think I'm actually gonna. You said the garage door's open, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take a shortcut.
Okay. You want to run or just kind of saunter your way through?
Well, we don't entirely know that. You know, we know we're out of thugs currently.
Yeah. Well,
correct?
yeah. You don't know what else might be in the building.
Okay. So it sounds like the other people have that situation well in hand. I want to see what the heck was actually going on in the building.
Okay. So inside the building, what you see is a bunch of lab equipment over here and a whole lot of barrels of various sorts, plus some bodies.
Plus some bodies.
Okay.
Usually you lead with that,
Yeah.
right?
There's a door
saying.
here, which is closed, and there's an open door that you can just see around the corner here, and a bunch of sinks on this wall here. You've still got a little bit of movement left if you want to try to go look at that door that's closed.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right. You apparently have discovered the restrooms.
Yay!
Huh.
Always useful.
Oh, that's good because I need to wash up. I've been fighting with the vampire.
And you're very, very dusty. Okay,
This
Victor,
is not going to press itself.
you've got a bead on this guy. You are close enough. You could also run up and try to grapple or tackle him.
I'm going to try to persuade him to stop running because otherwise I'm going to shoot him again. You're making me nervous.
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
I might accidentally shoot him anyway because I'm so nervous. Just saying.
All right, that's pretty persuasive. Let's see how he fares against that one. All right, so he sort of sizes up the situation and he says, all right, I give up.
All right. Stay still. Put your stuff down and your hands up in the air.
Mr. Capone is not going to take kindly to this.
Are we out of combat at this point?
We are.
Can I go in and check all the bodies?
Yes. Most of them are dead. There are a couple that are unconscious. You can also take 38s off of all of them.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that would be a total, if you scrounge all of them, of 8 38 revolvers. The thugs are also carrying brass knuckles, so there's 4 of those.
I would like to keep 2 of them if possible.
Absolutely.
Can you add those to my gear?
I can.
And then for the rest of it, how do we keep track of?
I'm just gonna give them all to you, and you can parcel them out as you see fit.
Okay.
You also see that Each of the Mafia soldiers has a small pocket flask.
Hmm.
Can I open it up and give it a sniff?
So go ahead and give me a science roll if you have it.
I do not.
Otherwise,
Unskilled?
yeah, you could do unskilled, or you could do a notice roll at -2.
Well, unskilled, I think it's already that. That roll. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, just smells like booze to you.
I'll go ahead and I'll pocket it.
Okay.
At least one of the flasks. I say, hey, fellas, they got booze on them if anybody wants any.
Kid,
I'll take some.
Yeah, I'll take some.
All
Have
right.
a sip.
So you're going to take a sip?
Yeah.
All righty.
Whoa. Okay. I was hoping to take a sniff of it first, but okay.
Yeah.
So trusting.
Yeah.
All right. So you have ruined your suit.
And will continue to do so.
Not gonna like me when I'm angry.
You Hulk out. Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
Oh, I can smite things when I'm like that, right?
You
yeah.
can. Yes. So
Sick.
the mechanical effects here, as you've taken a shot of this thing. Let's see here. Your strength is now D12 plus 1.
Damn.
Your vigor
wow.
is now D10. Your smarts is now D6. You have armor plus 2. You are size plus 1, and you sprout claws.
Claws.
Ah.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. That's pretty nasty.
So there are 3 shots left of this substance, and this is make a Humboldt, make a science or weird science roll.
I slowly move back.
Yeah.
Wise decision.
Okay, so this does not appear consistent with the effects of red rum.
So I tell everybody this, and my speculation is that this is some kind of a refined form.
Yeah.
Does he still understand us?
Yeah, he's only slightly dumber.
Yay.
Or
Oh,
slightly.
Professor Hulk.
Yes.
No, it's like when, it's the opposite of when Grog drinks the potion of Fox's Cunning. Opposite effect there.
All right. What else would you like to do here? What are you going to do with this scientist?
Well,
I want to tie him up and look at his stuff, and whatever he said about Capone, I want to hide him away because everybody else is dead. Nobody's going to tell Capone except this guy.
Well, so let's talk to this guy for a minute first. He said, "Oh, Capone's not going to be happy." So this whole operation here, what were you doing here? I mean, I can understand the vampire. Vampire's here for muscle. What are you doing here?
He says, I do not think Mr. Capone would take kindly to me discussing this with you.
Okay, I'm going to intimidate him.
I got a question
Or
for
maybe
you.
not.
Is Prohibition still going on right now?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
So can I make a phone call to Lieutenant Ibarra? Say that we found a distillery.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they can totally bust this place.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have it done, but I'm gonna tell the lieutenant that he didn't hear it from me. It was an anonymous tip.
Right.
Okay, so the guy's carrying some gas bombs. That one of which he threw at you to try to stun you. He's got a whip, and he's wearing a really weird crimson science outfit.
Ooh, dibs.
Crimson science
Yeah.
outfit, like a red lab coat.
Yes, with black
What?
leather
Yeah.
trim.
Dibs.
What?
Okay, Humboldt, you steal his lab coat. But he is not
Oh,
talking.
yeah.
He is clearly, you're pretty confident, he is more afraid of Capone than he is of you. He was willing to surrender because he figured you were just gonna flat out shoot
Shoot
him.
Yeah, no, I was going to shoot him.
But he is definitely terrified of what Capone might do if he talks.
Hmm.
Okay, so aftermath. An hour later, as you're heading back uptown, you've managed to squeeze Eli into the back of a cab. He shrinks back down again.
Okay, so
I
that
would
lasts
imagine-
about an hour.
I would imagine that the cops showed up and they busted the joint out.
Oh yeah. They're confiscating everything.
We might want to do something about all the hooch.
I'm sure the
well,
police
let's
will.
take care of that.
After he hulked out, after a swig from the stuff, I checked each of the flasks using a scientific nose, the scientific sniff method, to determine what's in these things. Are these? Is this just booze, or is this all doses of this advanced red rum or stuff?
Go ahead and give me a science roll or weird science. Your choice.
I'll do weird.
Weird
Yeah, weird
science.
Would you like to penny that?
I think I would.
You are confident that this is at least red rum, possibly something fancier. And it also seems to be the same thing that Compton confiscated from the guy at Jimmy's.
Huh. Okay.
I need a spirit roll from Eli.
Oh crap. That's doubly funny, of course.
Yep.
All right, let's get that character sheet. Do. Spirit, come on. Roll, damn it.
Would you like to penny that?
Most definitely, yes.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
All right.
Ooh, another
So-
exploder. Okay.
Okay. So it felt really awesome.
Oh,
my god, guys, you gotta try this stuff. Like, fuck gambling. Like, this is my new thing. Like, oh, this is great.
You do not, fortunately for you, gain a hindrance for addiction to this stuff.
Oh, because I'm a grifter.
Maybe because you're a grifter, or maybe it's just really addictive to be able to Hulk out.
Wow.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm kind of curious as to why none of the thugs used this stuff. I mean, they all had flasks of this. They were all fighting us.
Well, most of the mafia guys were shooting at you up on the roof. And hulking out wouldn't actually have helped them all that much in shooting at you up on the roof.
Right. Versus
If you'd been in
Okay.
melee with those guys, probably they would have chugged it.
All right. Yeah.
So different scenario. This was not an ideal situation for them in terms of counting this stuff.
Huh.
You guys are
Interesting.
idiots. What were you thinking going there? What's wrong with you people?
Oh
Man, can't believe I'm associating with you all. Oh,
It was fine.
Shut
It was
up!
Fine.
Got the
It's-
job
You
done.
showed up, and then everything was fine.
Listen,
Don't worry
the
about it.
entire thing was underhand. We had it under control.
Fine. Everything
worry
is
about it.
fine. We're all
Never a
fine
doubt.
here. How
so
are you?
irresponsible. I can't believe you all. What are you thinking?
Never a doubt. We were fine. No.
I fully trusted everybody here to their own weight.
Mother Mary,
I'm
pray for us in
disgusted.
our hour of need. We were fine.
All right. So if you unload all these revolvers, you can score about $200,
Okay.
which would be enough with
Let's
a
get a
little bit of
car.
contribution to buy you an old model sedan.
Nice.
Cool.
That'd be nice. Yeah, let's do it.
Nuts.
That's what the 8 police revolvers and 2 of the brass knuckles. 'Cause I want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you now are the proud owners. The firm of Marlowe and Shaw is now the proud owner of an old school Ford sedan, one step up from a Model T, basically.
Well,
But you
better
can all
than walking.
you can all fit into it. You can all
Nice.
fit into things.
As long as nobody's bulked up.
Saves our legs.
Look, Victor.
No more
moving up
riding
in the world.
train.
Oh man.
Excellent.
Come on, look on the bright side of things.
What?
Wow.
We got wheels.
Wheels.
Oh.
Wheels.
All right. So
Okay.
this will definitely qualify all of you for an advance next week.
Nice.
And then we will be moving on, because you've definitely irritated a whole bunch of people here, to a visit to Hull House. If any of you
Ooh.
recognize that one. Yeah, a couple of you,
Yes.
a couple of my Chicago buddies were
I think I'll
yes.
definitely be taking fighting next.
probably a good call. Yeah. So yeah,
Come
you're
in handy.
going to get your detective firm is going to get a call from let's see, who is it? You're going to get a call from Jane Addams.
Oh wow.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right, have a good one. See you next
Have a
week.
good
All
one.
right, folks. Take care.
Good night.
You can follow Happy Monster Press on Facebook as Happy Monster Press, at our website, happymonsterpress.com, Twitter as Happy Monster PRS, or follow the podcast on YouTube, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play Music. The Happy Monster Cast is part of the Savage Worlds Media Network. This game references the Savage Worlds game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content, permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All other content is the intellectual property of Happy Monster Press. Music, Ice Cold by Jason Shaw. And Soft Despair by Unheard Music Concepts.
Oh, for sure.